Joseph DiMambro co-founded the Solar Temple cult along with good friend Luke Jarrett. Joseph is known for being a profound speaker and has been able to recruit many members across the globe. However, things have taken a turn for the worst in the 1990s. A lawsuit has been filed against the cult, and DiMambro has recently been diagnosed with cancer. On top of that, Luke Jarrett has been recently arrested for attempting to purchase illegal weapons. This leaves cult members on edge, especially due to events that happened in Waco, Texas, just months earlier. Between February 28th and April 19, 1993, the U.S. military seized a compound in Waco, Texas, belonging to the Branch Davidian cult. This 51-day siege followed reports that the leader of the Branch Davidians was violating a federal arms regulation. At the end of the siege, 400 containers of tear gas was used, and a massive fire broke out that would eventually engulf the entirety of the compound, with gunshots being heard from the inside. In the end, only 9 Davidians escaped, while 76 bodies were found. Now, Solar Temple members fear the same thing may happen to them. With morale low, DiMambro is prepared to give a speech to make his people believe in him again. Here he comes.
Brothers, sisters, and fellow believers, we now enter a time in which our faith will be pushed to the limits. Our temples, our homes, and families are threatened by the so-called government that bully their way into our culture. I need not mention the tragic events that happened in Waco not too long ago. Brothers, surely we are next. We cannot sit idly and watch as the oppressors tear down our doors and invade us. The government will not rest until people like us are thrown away into prisons or 6 feet underground. They call us crazy, they label us radicals, but we're not crazy. We are the ones chosen by our Lord, the Solar Logos, and He treats us as such. If we're the crazy ones, then every other organized religion out there must have insane people as well, because we are no different from them. All we seek as members of the Solar Temple is to spread the truth to those who do not have the privilege of being enlightened. Comrades, we want to save the unfortunate, but this so-called government of the people, by the people, and for the people is the only thing preventing us from bringing others into a life of salvation. We were given a right and ability by our Lord to right the evils of this world. Solar Logos will prevail.
Yeah, I love that.
Our friend Luke Jarrett, the most precious person who have had the honor of co-founding the Solar Temple. You all love and adore him, as he does you. I'm sure you have heard he has been put in the same predicament as those in Waco. He was caught purchasing illegal weapons. While this attack has some basis to it, there's an explanation with even more ground. Without these weapons, we would have no source of defense from these corrupt police departments. He was a messenger from our Lord's words, and these agents are trying to rip him away from us. How dare they? What my dear friend did was not wrong. He merely chose to do something that he knew would benefit all of us. Each and every one of us would be left vulnerable and unable to spread the word of our Lord, Solar Logos. And that, my friends, was not a risk Luke and I were willing to take. In the eyes of our Lord, Luke Jarrett did everything right. Besides, this government has no right to take away our arms. The Founding Fathers wrote in our Bill of Rights of the right to bear arms, especially as it is a source of our protection. This evil government has infringed on our natural rights, and we shall continue to reject their legislation if they continue to violate our rights. Solar Logos will prevail.
Yeah, I love that.
Now you all may have heard that I've been diagnosed with cancer. My people, do not let this trouble you. My body may be weak, but the strength of our Lord empowers me, and I will stand with you through these tough days. We will not let this corrupt government stop us from doing what is right. What they are doing is unlawful, unjust, unfair. They would go ballistic if we stormed their headquarters and destroyed everything they loved, and yet they never failed to force that onto us, the faithful citizens. In this narrative, we are made the villains, and their officers are made the heroes. My friend, I ask you, what had those in Waco done wrong? Itching desperately at their throats to get any sense of relief because of the government's use of tear gas, and their only crime, living peacefully in their homes with their beautiful families. As this horrid government is quick to persecute those who fail to fit into the desired mold, it is quick to overlook the flaws and hypocrisy amongst themselves.
Yeah, I love that.
Through thick and thin, we shall not be wavered by their lies. We will not let them deceive us, and we will save those who have already fallen under the cursed spell. The government is the evil entity that all of us, my brothers and sisters, are destined to fight for the sake of our Lord. May the Lord Solar Logos punish them greatly for all the wrong they have brought upon us. When he rains judgment over all of those on this dreadful place they call Earth, we will surely rejoice. Until then, let us not be disheartened, dispirited, or discouraged. We are the right ones, and the Solar Logos will continue to bless us greatly for this. So brothers and sisters, keep a firm hold of the truth. Solar Logos will prevail.